The services I provide is for healthcare. It's a healthcare agency, so we provide stuff for healthcare. And business coaching is I coach ladies from the start of business, from how to start and how to run a business that's brand new, and how to expand a business that's already on the ground. And for my writing, I've published 7 books, and I coach people who want to write. Like people who don't know how to start writing, I can walk them through up to publishing and marketing the books.
That's absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
What made you get into what you do in the first place?
What made me get into what I do? With my writing, I've been a writer since as long as I can remember. It's my go-to place. So as a kid, I remember making up stories and just writing, and characters. But my characters didn't just end up with characters. They were little stories. They would have babies, have friends, and little stories. And with women, I grew up in the village where women did 95% of the jobs, and men did work, but the hard work of the village was done mostly by women. So I grew up seeing that, and I realized most women, they work so hard, but we don't know how to work smart. So as soon as I learned how to do business, I decided to also help other women to get paid for what they do, to work smart, not just to break their backs for nothing.
That's very inspiring.
Thank you.
Who do you think is your target audience?
At the moment, I work with women who are just starting business, women who want to start business, women who have put their dreams on a shelf, and women whose businesses are struggling. So I work with women. At the moment, I work with women from 37 countries, mostly Africa and Europe as well, some in America and Asia as well. But women who reach out, I do get out of my way to work with them.
That's very admirable.
I also would want to include that I work with girls, like teenage girls who don't know where their lives are going, who don't think academic is for them, but would want to do something with their lives, like business-wise.
So you're able to direct them?
Yes, because sometimes as families, we tend to push children to be very academic, but not everyone is like that. So I can work with them and help them that it's not a bad thing to want something different. And they don't all have to be academic. They can always start a business even as young as 14.
There's lots of different options out there, isn't there?
Especially now with the internet. They can start businesses in their bedrooms.
Oh, we see a lot of that, don't we, with the youngsters? It's very good that you're able to provide that service to encourage them.
As parents, we have to be open-minded because most of us didn't grow up with the internet. But if we open our minds to the possibilities of our children actually starting businesses as young as 14, 15, it's happening. And they are making good money, better money than what the parents are making working. So
I think it's amazing that you're able to expose younger people to a vision that's wider than the sort of traditional box.
Because with the traditional box, like now, most people I work with from third world countries, there are no jobs. The economy is really down. So even if they get educated, they still don't get jobs. So it's better for them to divest and start their own businesses and employ their peers instead of just waiting for the job to happen, because there is no jobs. They have to start the jobs themselves.
So you in effect, you're saying you encourage them to look at their personal skills and qualities and expand on those and develop a career through their own personal experiences and qualities, things that they really enjoy doing.
That's right. Especially there's in economies like that, there's opportunities everywhere because there's shortages of everything. So you look for skills. People can make things. That's your business. People need things, provide that. And don't just wait for big companies to employ you because there's no jobs. So step out of the box and create the jobs.
That's amazing. What do you enjoy the most about doing this, Deborah?
I enjoy it when women come back and tell me it's working. And I enjoy seeing communities change, because if you change one woman, the community changes, because they spread it. It's just love, isn't it? When people are full, they love. When people are happy, they love. So what I enjoy most is when women come back and say, thank you so much. I didn't know what to do. I was struggling and you helped me.
That's amazing. It's like contagious. Happiness is contagious.
Yes, yes. And with women, when we are sad, the whole community suffers. I mean, when we are happy, kids are happy, people are happy, because you smile more.
Exactly. When you smile at somebody, they smile back at you.
You pass it on.
You started it already.
If you want to see, if you walk down the street and say to a woman, you look good, they will change their step. You see them walk different, like me. Oh, thank you. It's just that happiness. Just when people are full, they're happy. When people are struggling, things really get tough. And I enjoy giving that.
I think a compliment from a stranger goes a very long way.
Yes. And when people reach out, like I had a woman from Uganda reach out and say, you helped me so much. My kids aren't back in school because I started my business by listening to you. I think, wow, thank you. Now give it to other women. Just pass it around. Don't keep it.
I love that energy. I love that vibe.
It's good.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
What sets your business apart from other businesses doing this?
What sets my business apart from others is I'm not keeping my knowledge. I believe in everybody knowing, everybody being empowered. I don't want to be at the top alone. If I empower a few women, they empower a few women in 10. I don't want to be the boss. I want all women to be bosses. You know, I want all women to have that financial freedom of knowing they can pay for their kids' school fees, they can pay their rent, they can buy a house. The sky is the limit, whether you're educated or not. Because we see many billionaires who say, I dropped out of school. And they employ thousands of people. So I'm letting women know that they can do it too. The sky is the limit, and the resources around them can make their businesses.
Self-belief, isn't it?
Yes.
You believe in yourself.
Yes.
You can believe in the end.
Empowerment. Yeah.
Absolutely. What is your ambition for where you'd like to be in the future?
In the future, I would love to leave a legacy. I really would love to leave my name. You know, to look beyond and see, I did that. She left that. She helped women love each other. She helped that community have that. She helped build that factory. And I want women to talk about me, to say, I'm loving because she taught me to love. I'm happy because she said I can be. Because all this sadness is just, it's wrong.
Sadness is very difficult. It's very wrong. It's very admirable to see someone spreading a lot of love and sharing that and encouraging other people to love and share. And actually, it's quite an easy process once you start to smile and start to spread, and the belief becomes
easier. And it's a loving woman is builds a community. Children are happy. I mean, in third world countries, women carry such a burden, and they're told you can't do that. You can't do that. Religion, culture, society, everything is telling women you can't do that. That women don't do that. Of course they do. Women do everything. They are running countries. Why can't you do it? Because you're not educated. So what? You can learn. Nobody was born knowing. That's my belief. Everybody was born as a baby. They learn to walk, they learn everything. So why can't we learn? Given the right knowledge, anyone can learn and anyone can be happy in their environment, in their achieving their dreams, whatever their dreams might be.
Having an open mind.
Yes. And don't be contained by limitations imposed by people and society and religion and all that. No.
Sometimes stepping away from culture.
Yes.
And traditions.
Yes. Tradition is good. There's bad things that we need to say, no, I'm not doing that.
So giving the voice to women to sort of stand up for what they believe in.
Yes, and follow their dreams.
Absolutely.
Or die trying. Do not give up, just keep going.
I love that.
Thank you.
What made you get into public speaking?
I think I was born a questioner because I was born in a village in Africa. And I used to question all the culture stuff. I used to, like my poor granddad, I used to ask, why can't you cook? Why is it grandma only can cook? And if grandma is not there, are you going to starve? And through that, I always was outside. And being outside means being outspoken. And being outspoken means standing in front of people and saying your views, whether people like it or not, whether people agree or not. I just knew I had a message to give. And yeah, growing up, I was a pain because I didn't agree with everything that was said. And that's what led me to say, I need to talk. I need to say something because the inequality and people being told to shut up. Why am I shutting up? And because when I started, somebody told me I'm not pretty enough to be on camera. And I said, you know what? I'm going to be on camera. I am going on camera. Pretty or not, you're going to hear my voice. Because it's the message that matters. It's not my looks. It's not where I came from. It's not my qualifications. It's what I'm giving, the message I'm giving you. Whether you want it or not, one day you will remember that message. Your daughter will remember that message.
I think you're a very beautiful person, Deborah.
Thank you. I think so too.
I'm pleased. Do you ever feel nervous about talking in public?
Oh, yes. I do feel nervous about talking in public. I do get nervous just before I go on. I do practice quite a lot. And if I've got a message to say, I want to say it right. I don't want to stand in front of people and forget it. So that's where the nervousness comes from. And the tone of the voice, I have to remember to say it right. That's my problem because I get nervous that I'll get in front of people and I'll freeze. So all the time, every time I get on stage, I'm nervous. But once I start talking, then it flows out.
You find yourself, once you're on stage, you find your character, you find your confidence, and you find your value to your audience.
Yes, because I think if I forget now, if I stop now, who's going to say my message? Because I know my message, nobody else. And they're waiting to hear my message. So once I get on stage, I breathe and I talk. It just comes out.
That's amazing. You've got a very sort of positive fighting quality about yourself.
You have to keep swimming. Can't stop.
Super. What do you talk about on stage?
I mostly talk about business coaching, women empowerment mostly, motivational speeches, because I normally talk about women who are weird, because I grew up that way. I grew up not fitting in. And so I want to empower every kid, every woman who doesn't fit in because of whatever reason. So that's what I mostly talk about, to say, you can. You are fine. You are enough. You don't need validation.
I feel like you're inspiring me, Deborah.
Thank you.
What is your key message?
My key message is you can. If you want it, you can get it. So my key message to every woman, I normally just talk to women because I coach women, is you can. You might get hard hurdles. You might get pitfalls, but you can. You can get up and you can keep going, and you can.
I think that's a very strong message. Even before you get up and you keep going, you keep trying.
You can. You can. You broke your leg, you can. Come on. You might be slower than everybody else, but you can. Your dream might take 10 years to get, but you can get it. Keep going.
I hear what you're saying, and I believe that I can too.
You can, Aisha.
Thank you so much. How would you describe yourself as a speaker?
I would like to think I'm fun. I would like to think when I give my content, I also bring the fun in me, because I'm very outgoing. But I can also be like the kick up that if you need a kick, I can give you that kick. I want to believe I'm eloquent in my speaking. I want to believe that.
We are what we believe, Deborah.
Yes, I can.
I love that slogan. How do you feel when you stepped off stage after getting a round of applause?
Oh, the breathe. I have to breathe, because it's very adrenaline. So when I get off, I just take a breather and I feel, yes, I've got my message out. I hope people take it. I hope people use it. And I hope I inspire one person in the crowd. Just one person will be inspired.
And that's a big sort of achievement for you.
Yes.
Even if you've only managed to inspire one person, your work is done.
That's enough for me. One person take my message, and I love them to spread it. Give someone a hug. Just give someone that pat on the back that they need, because you don't know what they're going through.
Absolutely. And I think it can spread very quickly.
Yes. And women, we can do it on our own. Come on. Just love the other woman. She's all right.
It's priceless.
It is.
How can people find out more information about yourself and your business?
I've got a YouTube channel. My business is Ask DM, because that's my name. So I've got a website, askdm.com, and I've got a YouTube channel, and I do a few webinars and stuff. So I do one-to-one coaching, I do group sessions, I do webinars, I've got online courses, quite a few, and send me an email through my website. I always reply. It might take a few days, like 48 hours maximum, I will reply.
Super. And is there anything else you'd like to share with us or say about your business or yourself?
I just have a message for women, we don't need validation from each other, from the society, from anyone else. I think if I can do it, anyone can, because I'm a poor girl from the village and I'm not academically educated. But through passion and resilience, if I can do it, any woman can. And that's my passion, to reach that woman who's in the village struggling with no one to talk to, no one to say, yes, you're good, you'll be okay. Because most of the time, there's no one to say that. And I want to be that someone, to just give that hand to pull them up.
I think you've got a truly beautiful, contagious soul.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Aisha. I enjoyed that.
You're welcome.